folks, and welcome to another episode of Both Sides Now, where we get some fantastic ladies in to tell their stories behind their great songs. We're going to County Monaghan today, and heralding from there is beautiful singer-songwriter Edelle McMahon. You're very welcome to the studio.
Thank you very much, Oonagh.
Lovely to see you, and I'm loving your red and black, I have to
Thank
say.
you very much, my witchy legs.
And you're really incorporating in with the whole red box thing.
I thought I would try and be on brand.
I think you're after my job somewhere, Adele, down the line. Lovely
know
to
about
see
that.
you. Lovely to see you.
Thanks for having me.
I'm going to ask you about your musical journey first of all. When did you start your love of music, your love of song, your love of songwriting more so? Where did?
Well, I actually came quite late to songwriting.
Me too.
Yeah, I was probably in my early 30s before. I always thought of myself as a singer from I was very young. We were in the church choir, and growing up in North Monaghan, there was lots and lots of trad music,
Sure.
Irish dancing, shanno singing and all the rest of it. But I got my first guitar for my 10th birthday, but I was always, I'm a singer, I'm not a songwriter.
Sure.
And then I joined a band, or I became a backing vocalist in a local band called Jackson Cage, back at the end of the early noughties, the late noughties,
Right.
And started to see, more in terms of, songs been written and how they're kind of put together in the practice room and that. And eventually, after the band broke up, myself and the guitarist from that band, Paul Wilkinson, started getting together just, for a jam.
Sure.
and to sing. And he was very encouraging, and my friend and collaborator Jim Johnston, who's a lyricist, we tentatively started to put together some songs, and that would have been
The start of it?
kind of
Did you find
30,
you needed
31.
a big nerve? I'm just because there's a lot of budding songwriters that watch this program.
Yeah.
And they're all shapes and sizes and ages and stuff. What would be your thing to say to them? My thing is just have the confidence to do it. Just get out of the bedroom and go and do it, because no one has your voice, no one has your words, no one has your
stories.
No
to
one
tell.
has your stories,
Yeah.
exactly. What if you were to say something to someone today, what would it be?
I would just say to just keep doing it, even if most of your songs never make it out of your bedroom.
Yes.
Just keep writing them, because you'll get better. Record everything. And write everything down, because as you get better, it's a skill, it's a craft.
And anyway, you will go back to what you wrote and take maybe one line out of it.
And cannibalise them.
There you go. That's a great word.
Yeah, there's all sorts of, great resources. I have a little notebook app on my mobile phone where one of the files in it is called lyric fragments, and anytime something comes into my head and I think that would make a great lyric, it goes in there.
That's exactly what I do.
And then I mine it. And then when I mine it for things that will fit with a song that has gaps or whatever.
Yeah, I totally agree. Here, we're going to see you in action here now. The video is going to come up. Tell us where you are here and what you're singing. Lovely looking video.
Oh, this was an amazing disused factory over in East Belfast. Absolutely wonderful spot. And it was part of the Eastside Arts Festival that was recorded to go online during the initial apocalypse in 2020, and that's me having eaten and baked all of the bread during that first lockdown.
I think you look fantastic.
But and so Anthony Toner actually invited me to be a part of that. Anthony has always been incredibly supportive of me. He's just such a wonderful and generous musician and kind of person involved in music in Belfast.
And always encouraging other people. I've seen him, he's been in here loads of times doing different things, so he's always a good word, to encourage or inspire or push you on, because he came late to the pass as well, didn't he? Of course, Anthony, he was much later on until he went full-time music also, and he's a great guy. Yeah. So, okay, and you're going to bring out a new EP, you were telling me, is that right?
Yes, so myself and one of my closest and oldest friends, Benny Fife, we have been jamming and writing songs together for no particular purpose for about the last 6 years or more. And in the year before the apocalypse, we had been saying to each other, I think we should go in and record some of these songs. I think maybe we should just put out a wee EP for the fun of it. We had just booked some time in Michael Mormika's studio to go in the April of 2020, and then of course
Holy smokes.
everything fell apart. But last year in Dribs and Drabs we got in over the summer with some incredible musicians. We recorded 5 tracks, and we decided it's cooked. We've just got the masters back from Michael, and the EP is
Great
cooked.
time.
We're going to release a single hopefully very soon. We're putting together all the bits and bobs that you need, a video and PR and all the things, you know, that you need to do.
Industry of the music industry.
Yes, you know, the bit that songwriters are also brilliant at.
Yeah, absolutely. I know.
And yeah, our duo, our band is called Danderwild. And yeah, the EP will probably be out in the autumn. We're going to see if we can float a couple of singles between now and then. The first single, I think, is going to be the song called A Moment in Time.
Right. And what are you going to sing for us today? Is it from the EP?
No,
right.
It's not. This is a song actually I wrote back in 2016.
Right.
And it's called Peter's Song.
Peter's Song.
Peter's, yeah. Peter is my father's name.
Right.
And I wrote this song back. Daddy had a brush with some ill health back then, and we all got a bit of a scare. Yeah. And Daddy and I have always been very great. He's always just been such a great pal.
Sure.
And he is my go-to guy when something's bothering my conscience.
Oh yeah, lucky girl.
Or when I need to talk something over.
Yeah.
He's always been a great sounding board. He never gives unsolicited advice, or you know, he's always been when I need to talk about something, when something and I didn't cope well with it at all. But he's deadly now. Like he's brilliant. He is fit as a fiddle.
Good on him.
And has been doing brilliantly. And but so the Christmas after that, I needed to find a way to just to express it.
Sure.
And so I wrote this song kind of as his Christmas present.
Right.
How cheap am I?
I think it's fantastic. I bet you there was a big flood of tears in your house that night, were there?
Christmas morning was an emotional one. I think my mum was more of a wreck than my dad. And there were a lot of tears while I was writing it. Actually, I wrote 2 songs to the same melody. The first time I wrote it, it was very general and kind of a bit generic, you know. It was all very kind of, I wasn't really getting into any, it could have been about anybody. And I remember bringing it to Paul Wilkinson, who I was collaborating with at the time, and saying, you know, have a listen to this. And he brilliantly, the great friend that he is, he said, who is this about? You can do better than this.
No,
this is not the song. Go back and try again.
Personalise it.
And he was right. And so the song that came out is about my dad. It's a series of images of the things about him that I remember from childhood, and the things that I value about our relationship as father and daughter, but also as friends.
Well, now I'm really looking forward to hearing this, because I heard it in soundcheck and now I know the story. So this is going to take on a whole new life for me. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope I don't cry my lids out when I'm listening to it. So
me too.
Dale, take it away.
Thank you. Sense of soil and wood shavings, feathered flies, and the laughter from his mischief, just to make his lover smile. Physics and fairy tales were the bedtime boxy cameras and bicycles, and the safest arms enfold, never faltered, never altered. There is love in his silence each time I stumble home. When my struggles leave me bruised, he never says, I told you so. The lightest touch of green fingers, never seeking to direct. He holds my heart in his hands, even when sometimes I forget. Never alters, never falters. Sinead.
That was absolutely fabulous. Well done. And it did come to life. I was just howling it back there and the old tears and stuff. That was fantastic. I was wondering first time round what the physics and fairy tales was about, and there you go. Now you just sort of, was he a teacher, physics teacher?
No, actually, he was a teacher. He taught, well, throughout his career, he taught Irish and maths, and but you know, towards the end of his career, he taught technical graphics and civics and religion, all sorts, as a secondary school teacher. But the thing, Daddy was great for tall tales. Right up until I got my first car at the age of 39. I believe that whenever it rains, it fills up the little reservoir under your bonnet for the squirty thing for your wind. I believe that because, you know, and he, when Daddy would be putting us to bed, you know, you could get anything at all. You know, he might tell you a fairy tale or make up some tall tale. And one night in particular, I have this very vivid memory of him standing in our pink room, me and my older sister, and we were in bed, and he stood, and the walls were a light pink and the radiator was a dark pink, and I remember him standing and explaining to us the difference between convection, conversion and radiation. And so, you know,
fantastic.
He's always had a very curious and agile mind, and so he's a great interest in a broad range of subjects. And so, you could
filtered through to your nighttime sort of
that's it. You could get philosophy, you could get physics, you could get a fairy tale. You know?
Very good. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. So, if people want to get in touch, Facebook, you can find you on Facebook, isn't that right?
Facebook, Instagram is actually probably a better way to get in touch with me. Facebook, I rarely read my direct messages on
All
Facebook
right.
because I don't like having the messenger on my phone.
We'll have to change that because we've got you on Facebook on the screen then. Go to Instagram.
Instagram, Twitter, you know.
Very good. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you
It's
so
been
much for having me.
absolutely a real pleasure. It's been fantastic.
It's been a pleasure for me
Maybe you'll
too.
come in some other time and do another one for us around about EP time.
I would love to.
Yes, let's make a date for that.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks very much for joining us, and tune in next time when we'll have another great lady singing a great song.
Hello, my little friend, take it all away.